Hi everybody, today we're going to take a look at another script from a TV show. This is from Wednesday, the Netflix TV series Wednesday, Season 1, Wednesday's Child is Full of Woe. 2021, MGM Television Entertainment. So unlike the other scripts we have gotten in the past, this one is well used. Is it one of the scripts that's just kept there on set at that table that anybody can look at? Maybe. Is it one that a producer or a PA was using? Probably. But there is a lot of wear, there are highlights inside, there are notes, there's numbers, there's scribbles, there's scratches, and there looks like either water or coffee damage on it. If you remember that other script we made a video about, a script from the TV show The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, that one was nearly pristine. It had a couple smudges on it, but it wasn't as well used as this one. They make a lot of scripts, they go in a box or they're on a shelf or they're in a drawer somewhere, and when they don't need them anymore, they throw them out, or somebody pinches them and sells them online, or takes them home and puts them on their shelf. Most of the scripts out there that you will get have not been used, will show very little signs of wear. This one shows a considerable amount of wear. So much so that if this wasn't a script from a popular TV show, someone would just see this and throw it away because it's trash. I haven't yet heard if there's going to be a third season of Wednesday, but I really have mixed feelings about that. It's a fairly expensive production. It's filmed in Romania. Season 1 was actually pretty good. The writing was fairly solid, but their big mistake was they waited 3 years for Season 2. Pugsley and the Beekeeper should have been recast because during that 3 years or 2.5 years between seasons, they grew up. They were no longer little kids. And I don't know if the writers were different from Season 1 to Season 2, but there is a certain lack of continuity. The picture of Tyler's mother from Season 1, the fencing team picture, is not the same actress who plays Tyler's mother in Season 2. Additionally, Season 1, they say Thornhill was the first normie teacher at the academy, but we learn in Season 2 that is not the case. Did the writers of Season 2 not even watch or read the script from Season 1? And yes, at first glance, Nevermore Academy is just a cheaper ripoff of the Hogwarts School of Wizardry. The plot was very diluted when they tried to introduce other storylines with the other characters from the show. The show is supposed to be about Wednesday. She is the center of the universe. Just ask her. As said in Season 1, you don't have to have a birthday to have a day that's all about me because every day is all about me. That's actually a quote I have been using about myself for decades. And it wasn't that the first season wasn't without its inconsistencies. Also, when Wednesday was upset that her father may be a murderer, the entire Addams family is about mayhem, murder, and the darkness, so why would she be upset if her father was a murderer? Yeah, it didn't make sense. Remember, she swam with sharks. As she said when she went into the cave, if you hear me screaming bloody murder, I just might be enjoying myself, or something along those lines. And last but not least, one of the big failures of the show was that the second season cost a heck of a lot of money because they paid Jenna Ortega a considerably larger amount in the second season than the first season. They also made her a producer, but 9 times out of 10, they just give you some production credits so you can get more money. And because they waited so long between the first season and the second season, there were not enough returning characters in the second season. It was only supposed to be one school year. They were gone for the summer. And then half the characters, half the students there that you were used to seeing her interact with, they were no longer there. Well, yeah, because they moved on with their life. It was 3 years. All right, so that was my rant for today about the TV show Wednesday. We looked at a well-used script from Season 1, Episode 1. Wednesday's Child is Full of Woe. If you remember, the opening scene of that first episode is they were there at Nancy Reagan High School, and she had the bags of piranhas. And there was clearly a perspective issue because the piranhas looked really small in those bags, then suddenly looked huge as they were zooming through the swimming pool to bite that kid in the scrotum. Yeah, it's not every day I use the term scrotum in a YouTube video. All right, leave your comments in the comment section. Are you a fan of Wednesday? Have you ever collected scripts from TV shows and movies? I can honestly say I do not collect scripts from TV shows and movies. Sometimes they fall into my lap, and sometimes I just end up with them and I have no idea how I got them. This one fell into my lap. All right. As always, thanks for watching.